All right, so look, real quick, I wanted to come on here and talk about how I manage different hustles, how I manage different streams of income, a few of the different things that I do. Hopefully it can inspire you or motivate you to, try something that you might have been thinking about trying, get into something that you've been thinking about getting into, each one teach one, motivate each other. So straight out the gate, one of the things that I do, a consistent stream of income, I do events. I'm an event planner, I guess you can say, around the city, around the state, for real. I've been doing that for about 7 years now, and started off just with local acts, putting on, I used to throw like parties to have local acts come perform at the parties, and I would put a twist on it, you know what I'm saying? And the very first one I did, it sold out, it banged, and ever since then it kind of grew and grew, and then it turned into, just different types of events, man. We doing poetry shows. We do huge poetry shows that go crazy around the city. We do like paneled guest events with, audience interaction with the panelists, and, just a lot of different types of events. That's one of the things that I do, and I've been doing that consistently now. And it's been able to, consistently bring in a few bucks. I would suggest if you, have an idea about an event or something that you want to try out, do it, you never know where it could take you. I never would have thought that it would have went this far and would have went this crazy, but here we are. So if you got an event, some type of dope party that you want to throw, or if you're just a creative type of person and you got an idea, go for it, man. Try it. You just never know how things may go. That's one thing that I do. Secondly, I'm a barber. I've been cutting hair my whole life, for real. Like ever since I was a kid, started cutting my own hair. Got into cutting other people's hair when I got into high school and college and the dorms, and I kind of just never got away from it. It was nothing I ever really thought I would be doing, like being a barber or cutting hair. It started off like just as a little hustle when I started cutting other people, but it's like once you build a clientele, those people kind of become your family and friends, so it'd be kind of hard to stray away and get away from those people because, they like your peoples for real. So that's another thing that I've been doing consistently for some years now. I would say between that and the events, I'm managing and I'm hands-on with both of these things, and I'm able to do it, in the midst of still being a dad and raising my daughter. I'm able to manage and handle both of these things, and these are like very important parts of my life and important parts of my income that I make. So I'm just going to show you can do more than one thing. So let's say my barbering is like my 9 to 5. If you got a 9 to 5, don't think that you can't do anything else outside of that, because you very well can, you very well should. One stream of income is just not gonna cut it in 2023. It's just way too crazy out here. So you gotta do more. Thirdly, Turo. I've been into Turo now for going on a year. It's been probably about 7 months. I'm doing Turo and also private rentals. I got several cars now. I got them all in my business name. I started up a new business specifically to, run the cars through, and got approved and didn't have to come out of my pocket for nothing because my credit was good. So, it's important to have good credit. It's important to build your credit. I'm gonna do more videos about that, but I'm in no way, shape, or form a financial expert, a credit builder. I'm none of that. I just, do what it takes to get things done. And one of the things that it does take to run and play the way I ran it was some good credit. So yeah, the Turo business has been doing well for me. I got a few economy cars. Those do well. Those bring in each car profit after expenses, after note and insurance and all of that stuff. They bring in anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200, $1,300 per car. So that's some decent money. And the work to me so far has been minimal. It hasn't been crazy work. You picking up a car, you cleaning it, and dropping it back off to the next person. This is not really nothing too crazy, personally, for me. So I've been doing that for, like I said, going on a year now. And I believe I'm going to continue to grow, until I feel it may be too much to handle. But that's another thing that I'm managing full-time, hands-on, no help, the Turo business. Airbnb, another thing that I do. I got a spot downtown, rent out. The income from the Airbnb pays for the spot and brings in extra money. And I'm managing it by myself, don't really have no help. You want to make sure your spot is clean. You want to make sure you got some good pictures so that people are interested in coming, and you want to make sure you got a competitive price. But I'm managing that as well. So again, this is just me trying to show that you can do a 9 to 5 and you can also have several other hustles, several other streams. If you're a young man trying to figure it out right now, like I said, work, like work hard, and consistently make money. You should always be figuring out new ways to make money, figuring out new streams that you can make that don't require a whole bunch of your time, but it can bring in you some money. The Airbnb doesn't require a lot of my time. The Turo doesn't require a lot of my time. Even throwing the events, you know, it requires some time, but it's more so coming up with dope ideas, finding a space, and, you know, bringing that idea to life. So I wouldn't say it requires a ton of time, but it's bringing in money. All of these things are bringing in money consistently. You know, different ways is money hitting my account. YouTube, another one. So this channel is brand new. This is something that I'm trying to build from the ground up. But before this channel, I had a barber channel. I still have a barber channel where I was cutting hair, recording the videos, and uploading them to YouTube. And that channel, you know, it grew to where I was bringing in money every month. It was paying me for me doing what I do anyway. That's another thing that I tell people, especially young guys, like if you got a hobby or something that you into, is like, record it, document it, and upload it. You never know where it can take you. You know, especially if it's something that you're already gonna be doing anyway, you might as well see if you can find a way to get paid for it. You know, one of my clients that I knew, he ended up passing last year, rest in peace, but he was big into the 2K community. Like, he was big into games, he was a gamer, and he got into YouTube and recording, and his channel took off. He was up to like 300,000-400,000 subscribers on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, just off playing 2K. That was like major, you know, and I watched, and he was a young cat, 20 years old, you know what I'm saying. I watched from when he first started to watching his channel just grow and blossom. It's like, you already doing it anyway, you already love playing 2K anyway, you might as well document it and find a way to get paid for it, and it happened. So that's another thing. Any hobbies that you have, anything that you're doing, man, we in the internet era, you might as well document it and try to get a bag from it. You know, like, we don't always just have to go punch a clock. There's so many different ways, there's so many different avenues to get to the money. So YouTube, I have a YouTube barber channel, and then I also have this channel. I want to grow from the ground up, get this monetized, you know, but it's just another thing that I'm managing, but it doesn't feel too much like work. Like, this is cool. I'm providing a lot of knowledge that I done gained over the years to try to help younger guys, you know, avoid the mistakes that I done made and avoid the mistakes that I done seen other guys making, people that I know, you know what I'm saying? Just give game and give back. But it's YouTube, you know, it's another way to monetize. You can get paid off ads and get paid off of sponsors and all of those things. And then another thing, I invest money into crypto, money into stocks. I'll probably drop a link or something to like the apps that I use, but I got auto pay set up weekly, you know, just have money come out my account and just go into different stocks, go into different cryptos, and just let it grow. And doing that over the years, you know, it might feel like a little bit of money is being taken out your account every week, but it adds up fast, man. You look up over a couple years and you done ran up some bread for real. You know, I would suggest doing that. Pay yourself first, whatever you're doing, whether it's a 9 to 5, whether you got your own business. When you make some money, before you get to spending that money on bills and spending that money on whatever, pay yourself first. You know, pay yourself, and then whatever you have left over, then you take that and you pay your bills and buy your groceries and get your gas and all that stuff. But make sure whenever you making some money, take some of that money and put it to yourself first. Put it to your future first, because that's how you're gonna get your money to grow and grow faster. You look up 5-10 years, and if you started at 18, 19, you putting away a certain amount of money every week, you look up in 10 years, you're not even 30 yet, you're 28, 29, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple 100,000 put up. Like, that's a big head start, and that's way more than the average person in America has right now. People don't even know how to save $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say the average person couldn't afford $1,000 crisis, $1,000 emergency random. So that'll put you in the game starting from 18, 19, 17. Start stacking now, start putting money away now, investing now, getting you some crypto and some stocks and all that. Now you look up 10 years, you're not even 30 yet, and you're doing very well. And then you can really start playing the game. You can really get into the real estate game. That's another thing that I done did. I'm on my second house that I done sold, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't stop. Like, the hustle shouldn't stop. Finding different ways to make money shouldn't stop. Find a love for growing your accounts, growing your bank account, growing your pocket, growing your bag. Find a love for that. Find different ways and different avenues to just grow. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it in the end, because we got a long life to live, God willing, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have bills and expenses from here on out. So you just gotta think about that, think about the future. This ain't really going nowhere. The expenses ain't going nowhere. So you need to be making as much money as you possibly can. So yeah, I just wanted to share some of that information. Hopefully this can motivate some of you young cats to get up and get out and do more with your time. Leave a comment if you are doing any of these things, or if you was thinking about doing any of these things, you know what I'm saying? I'll comment back and we can, you know, each one kind of grow and help build. So I got more videos on the way, but I just wanted to share a few of the things that I do and how I'm able to do all of these things. So I get rest, but I'm not like a super sleeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, go to bed, get your rest, but you need to be getting up early and getting a jump start on your day so you can get your workout in, so you can get all your things in order for the day. You can plan and come up with new ideas before 8 o'clock don't even hit, you know? Like, this is kind of how you gotta be moving and how you gotta be thinking so that you can separate yourself from the competition. I got more videos on the way. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you know anybody that can use this information, benefit from this information, please pass this video along, man.